Welcome. In this practice, we will root our energy down to the earth as we uplift our mood and increase our well-being. Bring your feet together, your hands at your heart, and begin to develop a slow, smooth breath in and out the nose here. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Press down through all four corners of your feet. Inhale, sweeping the palms out and up, gaze upwards. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, roll the shoulder blades back. And exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep the palms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, heart first, head at the last. Inhale, fingertips all the way up to your thighs, roll your shoulders back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, press down into the feet, come up with a long spine. Exhale, folding back forward over the legs, weight forward in the balls of the feet. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep those palms out and up, lift up out of the low back. Exhale, fold. Beginning to link breath with movement here, roll the shoulders back, Ardha Uttanasana. And stepping with the left and the right feet back. Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Spread those fingers wide. Press into the second knuckles of each finger. Pressing the hips actively up and back. Allowing your heels to melt down towards the floor and engage the quadriceps to release the back of your legs. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Allow your back to become a little bit longer with every breath in. Inhale, stretch the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring your knee in and ground your left heel down to the mat, sweeping your arms out and up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, stretching your arms forward, grounding your hands and stepping your right foot back into plank. Shift forward on your tippy toes and lower down in one straight line, Chaturanga. Inhale, press the tops of your feet into the mat, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. And exhale, curl your toes under, either with knees on the floor or straight legs, Chaturanga and Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose and ground your foot in between your hands. Pivot your right heel down to the mat. Breathe deeply into the nose, sweeping the palms out and up. Exhale, stretch forward through the fingers, ground the hands, plank, shoulders above wrists, shift forward on the tippy toes, elbows into the side body. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, roll your shoulders away from your ears, and exhale, come back through Chaturanga or press directly back to Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, ground your foot in between your hands, pivot the left heel down. Inhale, sweeping the palms out and up. Exhale, stretch forward, long spine, coming into plank pose. Lowering down in one straight, strong line, Chaturanga, look forward. And then flip your feet, lifting up, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Either press straight back to Adho Mukha Shavasana or return back through Chaturanga and press the hips back. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, grounding the left foot between the hands. Pivot your right heel down to the earth. Inhale, sweeping the palms out and up. Exhale, stretch forward through the fingertips. Ground your hands. Step the left foot back, plank. Inhale, shift forward on your tippy toes and lower Chaturanga. Then lifting the heart, broadening across the chest, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Returning back through Chaturanga or press straight back to Adho Mukha Shavasana. If you would like a break here, you can bring your knees down to the mat, lowering your forehead to the floor in Balasana. Otherwise, bend your knees, re-straighten your legs, and rest here in Adho Mukha Shavasana. Coming back into your breath here. Perhaps gift yourself a smile and feel the heat that's warmed up your body in that first flow. One more deep breath here. Inhale, lifting the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, begin to pulse this left leg up, keeping your hips as square and level as you can, extending back to the toes and pressing actively into the hands with spread fingers. We're waking up the back side of the legs here. On your next exhalation, step your left foot between the hands. Come up on the right toes and the fingertips. Then pivot the right heel down to the mat, front heel in line with the middle arch of your back foot. Virabhadrasana 2. Bring your hands to your hips. Lengthen your tailbone down. Pull your low abs in. Lengthen up to the side body here and sit down deeper with your hips. Lifting your heart, stretching out through the fingertips, making sure your shoulders are directly over your hips, your back wrist over the back ankle. Sit down a little deeper. Exhale, gliding your fingertips together. Inhale, stretch the arms out. Exhale, gliding your fingers together. Inhale, fill your belly with your breath. And exhale slowly and smoothly out the nose here. Inhale, open the arms up. Exhale, sweeping the arms together, engage the muscles of the legs. Inhale, deeply, long neck, long spine. Exhale, engage that back foot, pressing the outer edge of the foot firmly down into the mat. Straightening your front leg, shorten your stance slightly, and stretch forward through the front fingertips. Pulling the left hip back. Exhale, releasing your hand down onto your shin, a block, or the floor. Keep a long side body here. Now micro bend the front knee to protect the knee joint and actively suck the floor up through your feet, engaging the muscles of the legs to lengthen the spine forward, opening across the heart in Trikonasana. Stay here or sweep your upper arm up and around back behind you, grabbing onto the inner thigh, revolving the entire torso up towards the sky. One more deep breath here. Stretch the fingertips up to the sky and exhale. Come back up, Virabhadrasana 2. Flip the front palm and relax way back. Then stretch the front arm down onto the thigh or your fingertips down onto a block or the mat, sweeping your right arm up and over the right ear. Inhale. Exhale, gliding the hand down to your side body. Inhale, long line from the outer edge of the back foot all the way up through the fingertips. Find these micro pulses in your body, moving in the rhythm of your own breath here. Your knee is directly above your front ankle. Either stay here or sweep your right arm back behind you, bringing your left arm perhaps underneath to clasp fingertips. And whatever variation of the pose you're in, that's beautiful. You can also keep your left hand down on the block. Exhale, stretching the right arm up to the sky, over your ear, and then revolving the fingertips down to the inside of the leg. Protect your right knee as you lower it down to the mat onto a bolster. Roll up your mat one time. Stay here or curl your toes under, straightening your right leg. You can stay up on both hands, fingertips, or bring a block underneath your hands in this pose. On your next exhalation, slowly releasing out of the pose, stretching your straight leg, actively flexing the left toes toward you, folding over that left leg. On your next inhalation, bring your weight back forward into the left foot and bend your right knee, being careful of your knee joint here. Stay here or flip your palm, bring your heel towards the outside of your right hip. Lift up out of the low back here, grounding down into all four corners of the left foot. Breathe deeply into the belly, the sideways, the heart lifts, and exhale, release the pose. Stepping back, release your knees down to the mat directly underneath your hips and press your forearms down into the floor. Straighten your legs. Make sure here that your fingertips are spread maximum distance from one another. Your arms are really parallel to one another. Your elbows are directly under the shoulders. And imagine I have a hand in the middle of your shoulder blades and I'm pressing back. Building a lot of strength here in the upper body. Then lower your knees down, straightening your legs, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Press actively out of the arms, lengthening your spinal column. Inhale, stretch the right leg up to the sky and begin little micro pulses with that right leg. Magnetize your inner thighs toward one another, leveling your hips. Inhale deeply and exhale, gliding your knee towards your nose, your foot in between your hands, and pivoting your left heel down to the mat. Come up, Virabhadrasana 2. Bring your hands to your hips, lengthen your tailbone down, pull your low abs in. Then rebend into the front knee, gliding your knee out towards your little toe. Lengthen the side body and stretch the arms out, making sure that your back wrist is over the back ankle. Exhale, sweeping your arms together. Inhale, stretching the arms open. Exhale, engaging the legs, sweeping the arms closed. Inhale, sit down deeper. Exhale, hands float together. And then stretch the arms out through the fingertips. Slowly moving in the rhythm of your breath here, making your breath slow, smooth, and thoughtful. Last time, stretching the arms out. And exhale, bringing them towards one another. And here we will prepare for Trikonasana. Shortening your stance, reach forward through the front fingertips. Turn your palm to the sky. Lengthen out of the spine, stretching the side body even longer. And then release your hand down to the shin, a block, or all the way down to the floor. You want to keep a very long side body here, pulling that front hip back towards the back leg, keeping a micro bend in the front knee, and then pressing into all four corners of that front foot, the inside edge as well as the outside edge. Stay here or sweep your arm back and around, grabbing onto the inside of your right leg, revolving your heart up towards the ceiling. One more deep, slow, smooth breath here in Trikonasana. And exhale, lift back up, bending deeply into the knee, bringing the front thigh parallel to the earth. Stretch even farther forward the fingertips and bring your forearm to the top of the thigh or your right hand all the way down onto a block or onto the earth. Exhale, releasing the arm down to your side. Inhale, stretch the arm over the left ear. Relaxing into the rhythm of your own breath here. On your inhalation, stretching the arm over the ear, and on your exhalation, lowering the arm down to your side. Finding a long line here in Parsvakonasana from the outer edge of the left foot all the way up the spine. Stay here or reach the left arm back behind you. Stay here or sweep the right arm under the right thigh, perhaps grabbing fingertips. Press back into your right leg, pulling your right hip under and revolving your heart up to the sky. On your next exhalation, release the hands to the inside of the right foot, and then slowly lower your left knee down onto a bolster, a blanket, or your mat rolled over. Stay here with your hands up on a block or your forearms all the way down to the earth. You can stay in this pose or lift and straighten the left leg, working deep into the right hip here. Releasing your left knee down to the mat. Straighten your right leg, actively flex your right foot and fold over the leg. Relaxing your shoulders away from the ears and seeing how long you can make each exhalation last. Inflating your lungs like they are balloons, not only front, but also into the side and the back body. On your next inhalation, glide the knees both back and rise up on your knees, pressing your hands into your low back, pressing your hips directly over the knees. Curl your toes under. Stay here or release your hands down onto your heels. Make sure you feel no compression in the low back here. Pressing those hips forward, lifting up out of the low back, lifting your chest up towards the ceiling. Feeling the lovely heart opening in Ustrasana, camel pose. On your next exhalation, wherever you're at, glide back up. Bring your hands forward, bringing your shoulders above your elbows, spreading your fingers, coming into forearm plank. You can always release your knees down to the mat, or if you'd like to be loving to yourself, take a break and go back into Balasana. If you're in forearm plank with me, really breathe into the heat and then lower all the way down to the mat into Sphinx pose. Roll your shoulders away from the ears. Then engage the muscles of the legs so much your kneecaps lift up away from the floor. Now lift your lower belly up away from the mat, pulling your heart forward in between your hands, strengthening our low back here. On your next exhalation, roll your chin to your chest, bringing your knees forward, and then bringing your right knee in between your hands. Slowly bending the left knee and pulling it into the outside of your left foot. You can also swivel your fingertips forwards. Lift up out of the low back, pressing down into the right foot, making sure the right knee is directly over the right ankle here. On your next exhalation, release the pose. Slowly straighten the left leg and press back Adho Mukha Shavasana. Breathing into the belly, the middle back, the back body, and exhale forward to plank. Shoulders directly above wrists. Hold here, building some heat and fire in the belly, building some strength, increasing our resilience. One more deep breath here. On your exhalation, radiating the heat from your belly throughout your entire body, press back Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale, step forward, coming up onto your toes. Swivel your knees over to the right. Inhale, sweep your right arm up to the sky. And exhale, bring your right knee forward. Bring your right elbow to the outside of the right thigh. And perhaps shift forward. Perhaps you bring your feet away from the mat. Be playful with yourself here. Just give it a try. Be brave. You can always bring a pillow in front of your face to make it less scary. Then we switch sides, swivel your hips to the other direction, the knees in the other direction. Stretch up through the left arm and bring your left elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Shift forward, perhaps lifting your toes up away from the mat. If not, just keep up with it. You're going to get it one day. We have our whole lives to practice yoga. On your next exhalation, release that pose. Take a deep breath in through the nose, stretch the legs long, and exhale, fold forward. Padrimottanasana. Inhale, lengthen out of the low back, and exhale, fold, using your belly strength to bring you deeper here. Keeping length in the low back, relaxing your shoulder blades away from your ears down your back, grabbing onto whatever you can. Then rolling up, grounding down into both sitting bones, pulling your left knee into your chest. Sitting with a tall spine here. Then bring your foot to the outside of the right leg, bending the knee and folding forward once again. Inhale, rise back up. Then grab the foot, straighten the leg. Grab the outer edge of the foot. You can keep your knee bent here. And stretching the left arm out back behind you, twisting open. Flexing both feet. Then release that leg and let's do the other side. Press down into the right foot, hugging that knee into your chest, sitting up with a long spine. Then bringing that ankle onto your left thigh, lift up through the arms and fold forward any amount. Remembering to breathe here, even though we're not actively staying in pretty heat-inducing asanas, keeping your focus just as brilliant and bright. Now grab onto the foot and stretch the leg, and grab with the left hand the outside of the right foot. You can bend your knee here a lot if you need to. We want to keep a very long spine in this pose. On your next exhalation, release the pose, gliding down one vertebrae at a time onto your back. Stretch your arms straight out from the shoulder. Press the feet into the mat to shift your hips over to the left. And straighten your right leg and glide your left knee over the right leg, twisting open here. Slowly, smoothly, Switching side, press the feet into the mat, shift the hips to the right, straighten the left leg and glide the right knee over the left leg. Twisting open here, closing your eyes, bring your attention inward. Feeling into the inner body from the tips of the toes, all the way up the legs, the hips, the torso, and then slowly bending both knees and stretching your feet up to the ceiling. Your palms are turned up to the sky here. Then bring your hands to your belly. Breathe in, inflating your belly up towards the sky, and breathe out, actively pulling your belly button down towards the floor. Breathe in, belly high, and breathe out, pulling the belly down towards your spine. Breathe in, belly fills like a balloon. Breathe out, pull those abs down towards the earth. One more time, breathe in, expand your belly with your breath, and breathe out, engage the abs, pulling the belly down towards your mat. Continue with this deep rhythmic breathing cycle. We'll stay in this pose for the next minute. If the pose becomes too much, simply bend your knees into your chest. Take a break and then re-straighten the legs. On your next exhalation, relax and release the legs all the way down to the mat for Shavasana. Turn your palms up to the sky, allowing your feet to splay out, pulling your shoulder blades underneath you, and allowing your body to relax and release. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and blow it as slow as you can out the mouth. Two more times. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And last time. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale out the mouth as slow as you can. And then allow your body to breathe you, relaxing even deeper here in Shavasana. When you're ready, roll over onto your right side, slowly coming up to an easy seat with crossed legs, bringing your hands to your heart. Wishing you a beautiful day. Namaste.